Welcome to Hillsborough River State Park in Thonotosassa, Florida, right outside of Tampa. Let's get into it. Hillsborough River State Park in Hillsborough County, Florida is a 3,383-acre state park, one of the 8 original Florida state parks created in 1938 and one of the few rivers in Florida with Class II rapids, is a popular destination for hikers, campers, and many outdoor enthusiasts. Site 93 has city water, 50, 30, and 20 amp service. Although these plugs are upside down and the electrical box is closer to the street, I was able to reach it with one cord. There's a fire pit, picnic table, and much of the park is covered with a live oak hammock. As you can see, there are no neighbors on this side of my camper, but I do have a neighbor on the other side, but you are not on top of one another, which was really nice. The building in the middle is the bathhouse for this loop. On the outside of the bathhouse, they do have sinks with hot and cold running water to wash your dishes, a coin-operated washer and dryer, which was very clean. And let's check out the bathroom. Although the bathrooms are outdated and could use a little bit of modernization with their decor, they were very clean. The entire bathhouse is open air, so it does get cold in there in the winter. A lot of people came in. It looks like these sites flood a lot. When we first got here, our site was pretty much nothing but mud. And there's a lot of standing water over here in the first loop. And Mickey and Minnie. This is the road that leads between the loops. When you first come in, you go straight for the first loop and you take a right to go to, I guess I would call them loops 2 and 3. And in between the two loops is the dump station. There's the dump station. Included is non-potable water for flushing your tanks. This does get pretty backed up at times. I've seen the campers all backed up down the street there trying to get into here. It's a little narrow, but I've seen huge fifth wheels in there. And then coming out of the dump station, if you take a left, you come into one of the next loops, starting with site 1. Site number 1. Going up to the loop to the left. I am going the wrong direction, but you get an idea. Big rig access here. There is the bathhouse for this loop. Coming around here on a turn. Not a lot of open sites on this loop. Got tenting sites. A lot of tenters. I'm not brave enough to try a tent. Bigfoot will get me. Some of these sites are raised up a little bit, which is really what they need to do. They really need to raise all of the sites up because ours was nothing but a big pile of mud when we first got here. Coming back down this little loop here. These are really nice. They have these raised up with sand or shell base. This is site 57, fire pit, picnic table, 50, 30, and 20 amp. Hi kids. Hi Rupert. Site 56 is nice and wooded back there. Little teeny site there. 54. $45, I think that is. There's site 45, a little grassy site. They all have the same thing, fire pit, picnic table. I have got to find me this for next year. This is so cute. I love it. And look at the size of that snowman. Now we are heading down the back loop. This side of the campground, there's like 2 loops, one up and one down. And this is the one, I guess, closer to Hillsborough River. A lot of Class C's down here. Still pretty wooded. It's a really nice park. Definitely will come back. Gets a little bit more dense. This is site 28, a short back end. And then we're coming up on the glamping spots. They have like 4 glamping tents. These are really cool. They even have air conditioning and heat. All right, we just came out of the bottom loop. That's what I'm calling it. I don't know if that's what it's called. I didn't really film a lot down there because there's a lot of kids running around down there, and you know, I didn't want to seem like the creeper guy walking around with a camera pointing at everybody filming. But it's really nice down there. Sites are pretty much like all the other loops. They do have their own bathhouse down there. They also have the glamping tents down there, and those look like they have the like a queen size bed. They come with the bedding. They also have air conditioning and heat, which that's actually pretty cool. So if you don't have a tent or a camper, you could always rent one of those. I wanted to give everybody a tour of my Christmas lights at the campground. We have Santa's runway right here. He's coming in for a landing. Can't put any lights in the trees or anything like that, so I just kind of put them on the ground. Poor Grinchy Poo here is supposed to be coming out of the chimney, but I think, alas, he's seen his last days. We've got Santa's bag. Lights there on the picnic table. Our outdoor Christmas tree. And some icicle lights on the top of the camper. That clicking you hear in the background is my diesel heater. And if you want to know how I've been keeping warm here in the coldest Christmas in like 20 years in Tampa, there's a link somewhere up there on the diesel heater install on the Transcend. Good morning, everyone. It is Christmas Eve here at Hillsborough River State Park. It is currently a balmy 43 degrees outside. I got my little beanie on. And we are going to go do a hike over this suspension bridge. It's supposed to be really nice. Come on along. Trail, Seminole Trail. The bridge is closed. The sign says that the bridge sustained severe damage from Hurricane Irma, and it will remain closed indefinitely. Hi, Rupert. Hi, May. We go for a walk on the bridge. There's the worm all decked out. It's pretty cold here. I'm actually surprised at the number of people that are out on this trail today. Seeing as Christmas Eve and in the 40s, I didn't think there would be a lot of people out here. We are going to go check out the Rapids Trail. We just got on the trailhead right now, and I believe this is the only Class 2 rapids in the state of Florida. Maybe. The dogs are excited. They're being very pulley right now. Let's go check it out. Leaves of 3. I think that's it there. Do not want to touch that. Alright, here we are at the rapids on Hillsborough River. I wish somebody would come down in a canoe or a kayak or something. I'd like to be able to see how they do it. How did that sunflower get there? This little tree here is pretty neat. I'm not going any closer though because this is alligator habitat right here. Good thing it's cold out. I think I can outrun them today. I hope you all enjoyed the tour of Hillsborough River State Park. If you did, go ahead and boop that like button. Subscribe if you like to see RV travel videos. Leave me a comment below. And until the next video, safe travels. We'll see you next time. am I going to say? We are going to go do a hike. Can't see.